everyone, it's Julia. Today I have a kit available in my Etsy store for this really cute, whimsical, quirky bird design. I'm going to be putting this on a jean jacket and I'm going to share with you the process. But first of all, a little bit about the kit. I'll have that link down below for you. Like I said, it's in my Etsy shop. You will get the pattern or just the design so you can just see the placement of the wings and the hair and that type of thing. You will be getting the little applique pieces already cut out, and they do have the paperback adhesive on the back, and I use Heat and Bond Light. And I'm also including just a piece of green ruffled fabric. Now I just ruffle this under my sewing machine and I just pleat it as I go. So it's kind of wonky or regular, but it just looks really cute as like a grass kind of line or something for the little birds. So you'll be getting that. Approximately 12 inches of the green. And then I've stamped the word smile, and that also has the paperback adhesive on it that we're going to stick on there as well. So let's get started. I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to be putting mine on the back side of a thrifted jean jacket. This would also be really cute on a pillow. You can make a wall hanging with it. Be really cute for a wall hanging for a child's room. On a t-shirt, maybe a sweatshirt that you might have. Just going to lay these out. And I'm looking at my pattern too, just to see, these are going to be kind of squished together. I'd like them to fit in between these two seams, and they're not going to quite fit, but that's okay. I'll be able just to stitch them on. Just removing that paper. I'm just using my pattern for placement on some of the wings. Once you sew around these or applique around these pieces, they're going to pop out. They blend in right now, but they'll pop out when you get the stitching on. The beaks, I'm going to have them labeled on the back so you know which one goes to which bird. The large bird is the middle one, and it has an Eller on the back side of it. This is the small. And the medium beak goes slightly underneath. On my pattern, it will indicate that something goes underneath by just a dotted line. I'm going to press this. You don't need steam for this. You just need to iron with a hot iron. I'm going to say a medium hot. You don't want it too hot. Now for the grass, I'm just going to lay this on. I'll pin this. I'm just going to make sure I have everything where I want it first. I'm going to put this below it, I believe. Could also go above it, but I think I'm going to do it below. And then also included in the kit are some flowers. Yours might be different than these. They're the same pretty much the same fabric, but they just had different colors, and they were I love the shapes of them and the colors of them. These I also cut out for you. However, some of them I didn't go into the detail. They're easier to sew on without the detail, but you can recut them if you'd prefer. I think I might do something like that. And then one last flower, and then I'm going to stick on the other side. Now on the word smile, I do stamp that with, you can see it a little better, I'll hold it up. I do stamp that with waterproof ink. But if this is an item like a t-shirt or something that you're going to be washing a lot, you might want to go over that with like a fabric marker. Be easy to trace that. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to iron this part on and pin this in place. I'm using my heat erase pen to draw on some of the details. This is the Pilot pen, the Frixion Pilot pen. Any kind of fabric marker would work for this. I'm going to draw on the eyeballs, the hair, and the legs. To apply this applique, you can do a zigzag stitch. You can do an applique, like a blanket stitch if your machine has that. I love free motion stitching, and so that is what I am going to do. And I will also put on the hair and the legs with the free motion stitching. Now I know that if you aren't comfortable with free motion stitching, you could put the hair and the legs on and the eyes on with a fabric marker, or you could hand stitch that. These would be really cute with little French knots, you know, and you could easily outline stitch these on with embroidery floss, and the same with the legs. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to draw on, just using this as a diagram, the hair, the eyes, and the legs. Then I'm going to set up at my sewing machine and I'm going to free motion stitch this. I've been thinking here what kind of exactly I want to use for the color, and I think I'm going to go with this camel colored that's already on this denim jacket for all of it, to outline them with my free motion stitching, to put in the hair and the legs. I might switch to black to do the eyes. I think I'll do that. This too, I'm just going to stitch right down the center. You can just do that with your regular straight stitch. And yes, this is going to kind of fray up a little bit maybe when it's washed, but I think that kind of adds to the whimsy of the whole thing. So I'm going to do that little tracing and figuring out that with my heat erase pen, and then it's on to my sewing machine. I'm all set up for my free motion stitching. My feed dogs are dropped. I have my free motion foot on, and my stitch length is at 0. My stitch width is at 0. So I'm going to be doing all the moving on this. And I have that camel colored thread on, similar to the color that's in the jacket. If I were doing a zigzag stitch instead of free motion stitch, I think I would change my thread and have it match the different pieces. Like I'd have the pink thread on for the pink bird and the blue for the blue bird, and on down the line. You want to make sure that you drop your foot. And I'm just going to take off. What I'm going to do on this is I'm going to outline it. And then I'll fill in some of the hair and the feet as I go. I might go around it twice. We'll see how it looks. I'm going to go on to the other birds, but first I'm going to share with you how I'm going to put this ruffle on. Again, you could just straight stitch right down the center of this, but I think I'm going to use my free motion on it because I'm already set up for it. And again, I'm going to go right down the center of it. I'm going to go back and forth. The flowers and the little sign, it's going to be done in the same way. I'm just going to outline it. I might doodle a little in the inside of the flowers. I'm going to go back and forth on the sign just to make it bolder. I switched to black thread and I'm going to put the little eyes on. I'm just going to go back and forth and around in a circle. All the stitching is done. I'm going to give it one final press to erase the pan marks and also just to heat set this a little bit more. This was an ink that I want to put some heat on. I'm going to share some pictures at the end. I hope you enjoyed this, everybody. It's fast, it's quick, it's whimsical, and then just kind of puts you in a good mood. Bye for now. Hope you have a chance to create this week.